So dear cadets, good morning. So as you know, almost I have completed this chapter except one video was left, that is based on electric well. Okay. So today there is no need to teach anything because almost this chapter is completely completed. Now I will show you the video of electric well. So electric well work on the principle of electromagnets only, magnetic effect of electric currents. So try to understand how electric well is constructed, how does it function, all those things will explain with the help of this animation. Just see.
Electric well works on the principle of magnetic effect of current. Let's use an animation to understand about its construction and working.
An electric well is a mechanical well that functions by means of an electromagnet. As the electric current is passed through it, it produces a repetitive buzzing sound. In an electric well, there is a coil of wire wound on an iron piece. This coil acts as an electromagnet. There is a gong in the shape of a half sphere. This gong is struck by an iron strip with a hammer at one end, which is kept close to the electromagnet. There is a contact screw near the iron strip. The electric circuit is completed through a battery and push-button switch. Let us now study how electric bell works. An electromagnet makes the bell ring. As the switch is pressed, the circuit becomes complete and current from the battery begins to flow. Right now, the hammer arm is in contact with the screw, and hence the circuit is complete. Due to the current flow, the coil becomes an electromagnet. The electromagnet pulls the hammer towards itself. The hammer strikes the gong and produces the sound. At this stage, the circuit becomes incomplete as hammer arm is no more in contact with the screw, and now no current flows in the circuit. The coil will no longer be an electromagnet. It is due to the flow of the current in the coil which gives it magnetic power. As no current flows in the coil, so it loses its magnetic power, due to which the hammer arm moves again to its initial position and touches the contact screw again. The circuit again becomes complete and coil becomes electromagnet and attracts the hammer arm towards itself. The hammer strikes the gong and produces sound. The process is repeated very quickly again and again. The hammer strikes the gong whenever the circuit is completed. Electric bells have been widely used at railroad crossings, in telephones, fire, burglar alarms, as school bells, doorbells, and alarms in industrial plants.
So dear cadets, I hope that you got the principle of electric bell. So just try to understand in electric well what is there, the principle of electromagnets is working. Just see that wire which is coiled around one rod, when you supply the electricity, that develop the magnetic effect. That magnetic effect is means that magnet, actually now that wire is now magnet, behaving like a magnet, that will attract the one rod is there and that where hammer is there, that it attracts that hammer. So when it attracts that hammer, that hit the gong and that produces the sound, and that sound is only electric bell. Okay, now try to understand. This will be there until unless you press the button in on condition. You keep the button on condition. Once the button is in off condition, then what would be there? Circuit will be broken, and now electric current will not be supplied to the coil of wire, and it will not work as a magnet. So this is the principle of means electric bell is working on the principle of electromagnets. Now there is one complaint. Some cadets were telling that on the video of 14 September clarity was less. So what is there? Same video again I am showing you, that is related with the components, electrical components. Okay, so just see, now your chapter is completely completed. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, within 2 days I will complete the NCERT exercise. So let me complete those electrical components which you have not seen clearly in the video of 14 September. Okay, so let me finish that portion also. So okay dear cadets, just see this video also related with the electrical components and their symbols.
Let us study about some of the common electrical components used in an electric circuit, such as an electric cell, a battery, an electric bulb, a switch, electric wire, electric cell. It is one of the sources of electrical energy. In an electric circuit, electric cell converts chemical energy into electrical energy. It pumps electrons through electric wires. You must have noticed that in an electric cell, there is a small metal cap on one of its sides which indicates its positive terminal, whereas metal disc on the other side indicates its negative terminal. In the symbolic representation of an electric cell, the longer line represents its positive terminal, whereas the thicker line, which is also shorter line, represents its negative terminal. Two or more cells, when joined properly, form a battery. In this combination, the positive terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of the other cell. The symbolic representation of a battery is shown. An electric bulb. It is a device which is designed to produce light and heat from electricity. Inside the glass chamber, there is a thin wire of tungsten called filament. The bulb is filled with argon gas. The symbolic representation of electric bulb is shown here. An electric switch. It is a device which is either used to complete or to break the electric circuit. If the switch is in on position, then the current flows through the circuit. Otherwise, in its off position, no current flows through the circuit. The symbolic representation of an electric switch in on and off positions is shown. Electric wire. It connects different electric components in an electric circuit and allows electric current to pass through them. The symbolic representation of electric wires is a single line. Besides these components, there are many other electrical components which we will study in higher classes.
So dear cadet, just see connecting more than two cells. So this is the horizontal connection of two cells. Just see, their terminals are opposite. The negative terminal of one cell should be connected with the positive terminal of other cell. There is one more way, that is the vertical connection, that should also be shown.
The cells which have positive and negative terminals on the same side are placed side by side so that the negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the other cell.
Okay, so this here cells are side by side.
Let's try to analyze our knowledge by answering a question. A battery is represented by three continuous pairs of long and short lines in the cascade. It means there is A. one cell in the battery, B. three cells in the battery, C. two cells in the battery, or D. four cells in the battery. The correct option is B. three cells in the battery.
Of course. Now that day video I have shown this question. Explain.
The cell is represented by a combination of a longer line and a shorter, thicker line. Therefore, three such sets represent three cells which combine together to form a battery. Cell holder. It has one or more compartments or chambers for holding cells.
So just see, these are the cell holders. Here what is there? Different compartments and chambers are there where cells are kept. So cells are kept in a such a way so that their opposite terminal should not come into contact with each other. Okay?
Battery holder. It has one or more compartments to hold the batteries. It makes electrical contact with the battery terminals.
Okay, so these are the battery holders. It has one or more compartment to hold the batteries. It makes electrical contact with the battery terminals. So in this way, these cell holders and battery holders are also completed. Now circuit diagram. I hope that circuit diagram already you have completed. 2-3 times I have repeated. Once again I am showing this one. This is circuit diagram. Okay, close key, battery, wire, already you have seen. So that day video there was some problem. Because of that problem, clarity was not there. Now circuit diagram I have shown you. Now you can see properly. So this is the closed circuit. The meaning of closed circuit is button is in on position. Now circuit is completed. This is open circuit. Okay, when the key is open, the circuit remains incomplete and the bulb does not glow. Okay. So I hope that you have got all these things.
Let us proceed to study the effects of electric current.
Now
let's see an animation on heating effects of electric current.
So try to understand heating effect and magnetic effect, everything I have taught completely. So there is no need to revision of these things. The revision which required already I have completed. In this way the duration of today's video is over. Now tomorrow onwards I will teach you the NCERT exercises. Okay, thank you. The duration of today's video is over.